Hello, good morning, Joy, and good to see you again. Yeah, as I explained in the first session about the compassionate mantra of Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. So, as I mentioned yesterday, so the mantra has 6 syllables, and each represents a form of perfection. Pranja paramita, we call 6 paramitas. And as I briefly explained yesterday, so Om, so this sound represents generosity, and this purifies our pride and ego. And Ma, this sound represents ethics, and also it purifies jealousy. And Ni, so this sound represents patience, and also it purifies excessive passion and desire and wants. So, and Pet, so this sound represents diligence, so it purifies our ignorance. And May, this sound represents renunciation, and also it purifies our possessiveness and greed as well. So Hung, the last one, sixth one, the sound Hung represents wisdom, one of the six and ultimate Branja parameters. So this also purifies our aggression and hatred. So, so these are the key meanings of 6 parameters. So now, so this morning, so I would like to show you a little bit about how to recite this 6 syllable mantras. Actually, there is a specific technique for chanting the mantra. So, and also the exclusive benefits of chanting the mantra. So, as I showed you in person last time, so the first and the foremost thing is so you have to know so how to make 7 Vajra body postures. Yeah, like generally. So yeah, that's the main thing. So the 7 different Vajra postures. And anyway, normally, so you can sit comfortably, so in a quiet, calm and quiet place, so with your spine really straight. So out of 7 Vajra body postures, so the spine is very important and significant one, so you have to take care of it and take into consideration. So whenever you do any kind of meditations or recitations or anything, yeah, and take a deep breath so before you begin so reciting mantra. So you can normally we have 9 cycles of breathing meditation, but so at this point, so you can just take a deep breath very slowly, just like a few times, maybe 3 times or 4 times, 7 times, just breathing in and out slowly, in and out. So both exhaling and inhaling, so you have to do through your nose only. Yeah, deep breath, and then relax your body, your mind. Just relax, but yet alert. So concentration is the most important thing, and then we can begin recite the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. So sometimes you can recite slowly from in your mind, and also sometimes you can recite from your mouth as well with the sound or any short or shorter tone or longer tone. You can say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, something like that, and also like Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah, if you have enough time or if you wish to do so longer term, so you can do this way as well. And slowly recite. You can repeat the mantra so minimum 108 times, and you can also use mala, rosary, bit mala for this purpose. And then so after 108 times, then you can end your meditation or recitation just gently by taking a few deep breaths for like a few minutes, and then you can relax for some times. And also the significance and the benefits of the 6 syllable mantras of the Bodhisattva of compassion, Avalokiteshvara. So, so each syllable, has like various benefits or significance. So, for example, to take an example to take an example of the simple thing, simple recitation, the benefit of the recitation of these 6 syllable mantras. For example, Om, when you recite Om, so this closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the God's realm. We have 6 realms. So the highest one is the God's realm. The suffering of the gods arises from foreseeing one's fall from the God's realm. So before 1 week their time to die, so they will hear some very, very unpleasant noise. So somewhere from the sky or something, so you are going to die after like 7 days or something like that, and you are going to reborn in the hell or the realms of animal or hungry ghosts or something like that. So this suffering comes from actually pride. Pride. So it closes the door to the suffering when you recite Om. And Ma so closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the warring gods. You can also say Asura. We call Hamin means kind of semi-god. A semi-god, yeah. So the suffering of this semi-god is constant fighting. So with gods, because of jealousy, yeah. And the suffering comes from jealousy. And Ni closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the human realm. So we human being always face difficulties, problems, always sufferings, The suffering of, for example, the suffering of human is like birth, so, and sickness, and old age, and death, you see. And the suffering comes from actually desire, wants, attachment, something like that. And pain. So when you recite pain, so this syllable closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the animal realm. So the suffering of animal is stupidity, we know very well, and preying upon one another. So they eat with each other. And also being killed by man, people, human, for meat, for skin, for bone, for medicine, for so many purposes. They get killed every now and then. And being beasts or burden, they have to carry if you were reborn. If you take a birth as a horse, so you can see people ride them. So you have to carry so many, potter, both potter or whether you are potter or pony. So you face unbearable problems or difficulties. The suffering comes from ignorance, actually. Yeah, ignorance. And may closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the hungry cause. Yeah. So the suffering of hungry cause is hunger and thirst. So you even can't hear the word water. You even can't get like a small drop of water in 1,000 years. So where does this suffering come from? This suffering comes from greed. Yeah. And whom, the final one, closes the door to the suffering of being reborn in the hell realm. So this is the deepest and most difficult suffering to be faced. So the suffering of the hell is like heat and cold. There's so many different levels of heat and cold. So this suffering comes from anger and hatred. So therefore, we are advised to avoid all this, we can say 3 poisons or 5 poisons or something like that. Dosha, Shetang, Timo, Ngagya, Tado, attachment, hatred, ignorance, pride, jealousy, all these things. So these are the key benefits of reciting 6 syllable mantras. So I think this is it for today, and then I will explain more so in the next session about how to do generation and completion. So of meditating on Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. So thank you so much, and have a lovely meditation and also very powerful recitation of 6 syllable mantras of Avalokiteshvara. Thank you. Tashdele.